Well, listen up, folks. We all knew this day and age would come, and it is either a very dark, sad one, or a very bright and hopeful day for some of you. And that is that anime and gaming is continuing to cross over more and more in the sphere of gaming and esports altogether. Now, the most recent and notable example of this is Dota 2 actually announcing their anime releasing on Netflix. And of course, this follows Riot announcing their own anime as well that was announced in 2019 called Arcane and was supposed to be released this past year, but ended up getting delayed, I think, for obvious reasons. Both of these are actually examples of the studios using their currently owned intellectual property, their IP, so Dota 2 and League of Legends using their characters that already exist to expand them into a new universe and create an anime off of them, which is super interesting. But then on the flip side, we have someone like Tencent, which is, as we know, just an industry giant. Of course, they have ownership of Riot, but they also have ownership stake in a lot of different companies, one of which being an animation studio that they recently bought, I think something like a 20% ownership stake in. And so they have that studio, and ideally they would be able to kind of reverse engineer that other process where they're getting intellectual property from animes that are being created and then able to make them into games on the other side. And so I think that's interesting. Tencent also ventured into the anime sphere once already when they produced their 2017 anime, King's Avatar, that specifically followed esports players, which was super unique. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen a show that follows esports players like that. And then past big studios or developers getting involved in this sort of genre, we also obviously have organizations and content creators that are being heavily influenced by anime these days. Team Liquid just dropped that Naruto collection that did absolute numbers for them. And then we have people like Cypher BK and Nick Merckx, fully embracing their anime spirit for Fortnite and, changing their profile pictures and all that good stuff. And then we even have Nadeshot, Timmy Tinders, and Courage, if we want to throw it back, talking about anime on the 100 Thieves show.
That's why I know you love anime, because essentially pretty much any anime that you've ever watched every arc is based off of like a family member or someone that they need to protect. Like the first anime I ever watched, Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, what Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, and Goku died and Gohan just blacks out. He just loses it.
A little bird flies across the screen and there's a through it and it just snaps and he just lost it.
I'm not even kidding. I have chills right now. And Gohan defeats Cell with a one-arm Kamehameha, and he's got his dad talking to him from the afterlife. Gohan, you can do this. It's the best.
And that's really no surprise with Tim having a massive tattoo of Levi on his leg already. And so not super surprised that he likes anime to begin with and that he's influenced by it and would talk about it on the show. Other than that, I mean, if you want to think about people selling their own merch, we have obvious people like Sony, who has been a resident anime fan for a while. He makes it no surprise that he would make merch based off of anime. But then we even have bigger names like Pokimane, who decided to make her merch line based off of anime as well. And seeing people, from FaZe, whether it's Mew or Swag, tweeting about it or responding in some form, it's pretty much just taking over the whole scene where there's so much crossover. I think it's pretty crazy. I mean, we've seen a lot of different developers, like we said, get involved in different ways. We've even seen games explode that are predominantly based on anime kind of style, like Genshin Impact. And so I'm curious where this is going to end up going in the future. Again, if we see more developers get involved or try to expand their universes. I mean, having a game like Dota 2, which is a very recognized esport with a lot of players and a lot of organizations involved, actually branch into producing their own anime on Netflix. I'm curious what's going to happen. If it does really well, are we going to see this for more and more esports? Or could we maybe get some more following specific esports players or matches or things like that? Because I think that would be super interesting, but who really knows? Let me know what you guys think. Is this a good thing? Is this a great day for you? Are you excited about it? Or is this sad news for you? Are you just ashamed that these two things are starting to clash more and more? Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave. and I'll catch you later.